Is cashing in his money in the bank privilege.
Fog Wrestling back again with another That Time When, and we are looking at New Year's Revolution 2006 Elimination Chamber. Edge was Money in the Bank holder, Cena was in a brutal Elimination Chamber, and it was Edge's first WWE Championship victory. The world title, brother. Well, the WWE Championship, you know, the big one, the big belt. Even though there was two at the time, you get where I'm coming from with this. But we're going to have to do a rewind. We're going to hit rewind. And of course, we're going to have to talk about WrestleMania 21, where Edge, I'm not going to go into too much detail here because I feel like that could be another That Time When, but Edge, in a ladder match, you know, you had the likes of Kane, Chris Benoit, Christian, Shelton Benjamin, that T-bone suplex off the top, epic stuff. But Edge won Money in the Bank, and it was weird. Like, it doesn't seem weird now, but I remember around that time, I mean, I was only like 5 years old, right? But I just remember around that time, like, the Money in the Bank it was so fucking weird. Of course, now, you know, it's almost existed for 20 years, so it's not exactly the weirdest and craziest thing in the world, but you were kind of wondering, like, how's this going to play out? Like, I know it's essentially just a contract to get you a match, but I feel like the way they utilised it here was very, very good. Of course, Edge for most of 2005, you know, feuding with, like, Matt Hardy, I mean, basically the whole year, loser leaves Raw sort of deal, and all that good stuff, but Edge, decent enough 2005, you know. Edge, like, even before Edge won the title, like, Edge had a really good, you know, career. Like, you've got to admit, I mean, Edge and Christian, SmackDown 6 run, you know, it did pick up a few injuries, which sucked, won the titles with Hogan, but in terms of this Elimination Chamber itself, I mean, the pay-per-view was a good pay-per-view, I mean, you had Big Show and Triple H, which was actually a pretty interesting side feud, if we're being honest, well, in my opinion. It was, but of course in this match we had Kane, Shawn Michaels, Cena, Chris Masters, Carlito, and the human suplexing machine Taz. No, it's Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, though, man, if you watch this match, it's not the greatest chamber match of all time, but see, back in these days, man, you didn't get a bad chamber match. They were all great. You know, like, consistently, like 7, 8 out of 10. Like, Angle coming in, laying the smack down. Of course, you know, Germans, Kane's in there. Shawn Michaels, you've Cena just bleeding profusely, man. It's just epic. Even like the song for the pay-per-view, Stricken by Disturbed, it's just everything about it, man. Go see if you haven't watched it, right? Go type in New Year's Revolution 2006 promo. It's like Kurt was like, oh yes, Eric, there will be blood. I am stricken. You know, you've fucking chair shots to the dome. You've Cena bleeding, hitting the FU on Angle. Angle's taking down the strap. Shawn Michaels is chewing up the band. Carlito's biting an apple. The masterpiece has got Shawn Michaels. Yeah, in the masterpiece, you've Kane fucking double choke slams, flames. Cena saying, you can't see me. Blood, gore, chain, extreme, epic fucking stuff. And you know what? Joey Styles on commentary. I think Joey Styles is doing a good job here. Of course, I think this is more of a memorable chamber match. I feel like the 2005 one is completely forgot, which of course you had Shawn Michaels as a special guest referee, and if you want to talk about a star-studded chamber match, that is it, man. You know, Orton, Batista, Edge, Benoit, Triple H, Jericho, Michaels as the referee. That is a belter, but that's for another edition of That Time When. But of course we have our match. Did it play out predictable? I mean, I guess you could say that. I mean, there was a couple of shock early eliminations. Like, we didn't really think that Carlito and Masters would be the last two, but I think the way they set up the pay-per-view, of course, with Edge coming out, it does make a bit of sense, because in my opinion, like, if he beats like Shawn Michaels or Angle, maybe it looks like, you know, not bury them, but it's just, he beat another baby, well, not Angle's a babyface, but he beat Shawn Michaels, who's a babyface. But I think the fact that he's overcame two heels, even though, I mean, Carlito and Chris Masters, right, they're never winning this match, but I think the fact he overcame two heels and he's bleeding, he can barely stand up, it just makes Edge, the bastard heel who's come in, won the title, hoovered it off Cena, that even bit better, man. It's just brilliant storytelling. I wish we got anything a tenth as good as what we got here. But even like McMahon coming out, like, it was never really done before, like, after. But McMahon, but you know, it was the first time it was ever done. Probably, you know, a few teething issues, so to speak. But I think McMahon coming out just heightened the epicness of this entire show, and like ending it, the segment. Cause it's just one of like You think of the Ruthless Aggression era? This is like one of the most iconic moments in my opinion. If I'm wrong, you can leave your thoughts down below.
Forget if he has to. Oh, leave it.
McMahon, of course, said this individual is cashing in his money in the bank privilege. He doesn't say contract, which, if I didn't actually like rewatch this segment at the end like 10 minutes ago, I probably would have thought he did say contract. Not that it matters though. He comes out, he hits Cena with the spear. Cena kicks out, and it's like, holy fuck, man, is Super Cena going to get the job done? But no, he's too tired, he's lost too much blood. Edge with the second spear. 1, 2, 3. Mike Chioda lifts Edge's arm, and Lita's there looking pretty fit as well. And what way did they celebrate? Well, after the pay-per-view, you know, they didn't have the live sex celebration after the pay-per-view, or after the match, so to speak. They had it on Raw. And then, of course, you know, Edge, he had a TLC match against Flair before losing the title to Cena at the Rumble. But you know what? Of course it wasn't the longest reign of all time, but just look at the moments that it gave us. Like, it gave us this entire ending of this pay-per-view. The live sex celebration, which I know, again, is another epic, iconic moment. I mean, literally happening back-to-back. He had a great match against Ric Flair. TLC match, one of Ric Flair's last matches for the title. Hell, it might even be one of Ric Flair's last matches for a world title, especially in WWE. I mean, he maybe had a match in TNA, but again, I need to rewatch a bit of 2010 TNA because it was some good shit, brother. But Edge, of course, won the title, like I say, lost it to Cena. Feud with Mick Foley, then kind of the ECW thing going on, and then, of course, he had a mini feud with Cena, well, not a mini feud, a big feud with Cena towards the end of the year, winning SummerSlam, F.U., Unforgiven. Then the feud against DX and then Edge kind of went to SmackDown, and you know, Batista, Taker, Edge, all having feuds. Epic stuff. We love the Ruthless Aggression, guys, but that's that time when. Till then, peace.